Hey, as always, I'm the Mainly Digger. I have to use my phone instead of my computer today. It's kind of annoying. Um, what I want to talk about today is research or the research material. Kind of like a book review, but the different type of books I've used to research Chambersburg. Um, I did a lot of research on the Kennedy estates, but even before that, when I came to Chambersburg, I wanted to find out about Chambersburg. So the best way to do this is I did. There's two Chambersburgs, I guess, when you're researching the burning of Chambersburg, and then the regular history of Chambersburg. And so I'm just gonna go down the list of things and other the books I've read, and I don't know, maybe give a little a little bit about the books. But all right, the first one is the burning of Chambersburg. And if most of you probably, if you're not from Chambersburg or Pennsylvania, or you don't like the Civil War, or not don't like, you haven't researched the Civil War, the burning of Chambersburg is about, I don't know, what happened, okay, pre-Gettysburg, like months before Gettysburg, the Confederates sent a raiding force twice into Chambersburg um, to do raids, conduct raids, to get food. Um, the second time, they had just lost a huge battle and were kind of pissed, so they focused on Chambersburg and gave them an ultimatum. I don't know, pay this much money, do this, and we won't burn your city to the ground. Well, they didn't have that money. They sent it away because they knew it was going to happen. So they didn't. The city burnt to the ground, burning of Chambersburg. There was a couple buildings saved. The old jail was saved. And I'll explain the old jail because there's another book about it. A Masonic temple, and there was another building saved. Actually, the Kennedy Estates was saved because I forgot his name. It was a Kennedy. He was blind, so they didn't want to burn it to the ground. So I guess they were being nice. Thank you. Um, but yeah, that's. So the first book is The Burning of Chambersburg. Um, Second book is Tales from the Old Jail. If you're ever in Chambersburg, go take a visit to the old jail. Pay $5 and take a tour. It's amazing. Like, I just love history, and there's a lot of, it's a historical society. So if you want to do some research and pay, I forgot what it was, you can go look at the old books and the old property books and stuff like that. But the jail is amazing, and this book it tells the tales of like who was there, like the inmates that were there. And I used to be a correctional officer. I was a correctional officer for 2 days. Or not 2 days, 2 years. It was like, it's always good to see. Like, I enjoy it. It interests me. But yeah, the old jail is amazing. And like I said, it was it's probably one of the oldest buildings in Chambersburg. It did not get burnt to the ground during the burning of Chambersburg. They wanted to keep it up. Another good research material is a history of manufacturing, or a history of American manufacturing from 1608 to 1800. This brings up one of James Dunlop, who's a property owner of the Kennedy Estates before the Kennedys. Manufacturing of, and it tells a story about a little bit about why he was important, and why in the manufacturing, like he was a forefather of the Industrial Revolution, and he kind of pushed it forward in Pennsylvania. But I wouldn't say it's an interesting read, but it's very informative about mills and processing and the history of it. Biographical Annals of Franklin County. Now, very interesting book, informative. Yeah, it was. I mean, I got some information out of it. Here's a huge one. Huge one. Recollections of Chambersburg. This is where I got most of my information from, if not all of it. Like I mean, I got all my information from different sources, but when I read this, like it brought it together, like it explained it, and gave me a better understanding of what, how, who, like everything about Chambersburg. It was an amazing, amazing book. Southern Revenge, Civil War History of Chambersburg, same thing. A very interesting book, lots of great tales. And I just like it was like Civil War. I love Civil War history, and Retreating from Gettysburg. I love Gettysburg history, and it's once again Civil War. It, in the Retreat from Gettysburg, like Chambersburg wasn't in the picture, but I love Civil War history. So and Confederate Retreat, same thing. Like there's a whole bunch of books featuring Chambersburg, and they're all. I just love reading about history and I don't know, like everything here's obviously Chambersburg is about burning Chambersburg, Gettysburg this, Gettysburg that. But like there's so much history in Chambersburg that people don't realize. You gotta research it, just because it's fun to read about. It's interesting to read about the people and times and how they've evolved, but how they're some of the stuff like is amazing. Just read the books. Read the books. Do the research. Read the books. Great times. I mainly dig out.